want the results of long, thick, natural hair, but none of the work. Happy. I have not seen my hair like this since the last video that I posted here when I did the maximum hydration method. I have not seen my hair this curly, coily, healthy, smelling. Well, my hair smells good all the time, but it's been a while. All right, why am I here today? I want the results of long, thick, natural hair, but none of the work. None of the work. See, at the beginning of my natural hair journey, I went natural in 2011, right? Yeah, so the spring of 2011. It wasn't too popular at the time. It was just coming up. There weren't a lot of natural hair people. Natural 85 was on YouTube. I used to watch Candy Loves Ya. She doesn't do natural hair anymore. And someone else too. I'm forgetting her name right now, but if I remember her face, I'll add her. But I went natural during a time where it wasn't really popular yet. It wasn't a trend yet. And I just did it out of curiosity. I was like, wow, I didn't know that my hair could coil and curl. I just thought that I was bound to a relaxer for the rest of my life, that I was enslaved to the creamy crack for the rest of my life. I just never knew what my natural hair looked like. So saying all that to say, I did it during a time where none of the people in my friend group were doing it. And when I told people I was doing it, they were like, that's kind of weird. And so I did it anyway. And I was pleasantly surprised that my hair was thick, beautiful, coily, curly, all of the things. But what I didn't know is how to take care of it, obviously, because I had been relaxed my whole life. So I just didn't know how to care for it. But I learned. I played with my hair a lot. I went through a lot of phases. I've cut my hair, let it grow out a little bit. I've colored a lot throughout college and up until like my early 20s. I played with color a lot because I wasn't allowed to growing up. So, you know, my hair was a way to express myself. And I feel like I took for granted the health of my hair because it didn't matter what I did to my hair. It didn't matter if I colored it green, blue, pink, orange, red, whatever it was. The health of my hair was decent. Like, it wasn't at its healthiest, obviously, because I'm putting chemicals in my hair, but it always maintained a curl for the most part. The front of my hair is a bit different than the back of my hair. The back of my hair is a bit more like curly and coily. Like the middle of my hair is a bit like looser, like mixed, zigzaggy. The sides of my hair are definitely 4C. Like, they don't really curl at all unless I put it in some twists or braids, but it's very, very zigzag, and the front is very, very like loose. Like, I have to try my hardest to like twist or braid. Like, in the front I have to put in smaller braids or twists to get my hair to look the way that I want it to. So I really took for granted the health of my hair, because I think the reason why I kept on coloring my hair was because there weren't any huge consequences besides the fact that I had to start all over if I wanted to recolor it and blah, 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 blah. And like the dryness of coloring your hair and bleaching it over and over and over again. But even still, my hair was generally healthy. It generally just like always snapped back. And I've never had like major issues. Major issues. It wasn't, I think more so I got not bored, but I think the main theme across my natural hair journey has been time and just managing it. It takes a lot of time out of my day when I'm washing my hair. And I've never liked that about my natural hair. And it's like, it's not just actually washing your hair, detangling it, then styling it, and you have to stay in this, there's this in-between phase, this styling when your hair's in twists or in braids, where it's like, yeah, it's a protective style kind of, but like not really, because I'm about to take it out because I actually want to wear my hair out. And then that hairstyle maybe lasting like 5-6 days and then having to do it again. I would prefer to come out of the shower with my hair done, not having to detangle for mad long, and just looking pretty like the day of, you know. That's all that I wanted. But that wasn't my lot in life. If I committed to being natural, I had to commit to just having longer wash days than if I was relaxed and looking a little ugly in between before I took my twist out. Which was fine, because then I wore hats, I wore scarves, all of the things in the in-between. But really it got frustrating because I think I love me the best in my natural state. When I say natural state, like with my natural hair out, with my face with no makeup, even though I have makeup on right now. I love me, and I feel like I look the best with my natural hair, of course, because I was born with this hair. I feel like I look really strange with straight hair, like when my hair is in a silk press, which isn't very often. And I feel like I look strange with like wigs and like other people's hair on my head. And I've tried that. So that's another thing. Because I feel the most beautiful like this, again, I have to commit to having natural hair and like what comes with it. Anyway, fast forward, I colored my hair for the last time before I locked my hair in 2017, end of 26. What? I locked my hair, I think the end of 2016, going into 2017. Anyway, I dyed my hair blonde with blonde highlights and silk pressed it for the last time then, and then I locked my hair and loved having locked hair. Loved it. It solved some of the issues, the managing part, the not looking cute all of the time. Like I could just retwist my hair. I could wash my hair at home. I could put my hair in a ponytail, put it in a wrap, put it in a bun. You know, I felt there was ease when I had my locks. I didn't really have to think about it much. But then it also became a problem because I felt like I couldn't think about it much, or I didn't think about it much. Then I stopped putting effort in. Then the same issue came again. It's like if I did not feel my best or pretty when I didn't have a fresh retwist. And I had small locks, and I was retwisting my hair, and it would just, not that it would take all day, but I just prefer not to spend Saturday mornings, Sunday evenings doing my hair. I really wish that I could just come out of the shower and poof, magic, hair is done. Want the results, but none of the work is really the theme of what I'm trying to get at here. So another dilemma came. I started to miss my loose natural hair because, I mean, you can do a lot with locks, but you could not do a lot with locks. And I felt a little trapped a little bit. I felt a little, I look nice with these locks and they're getting long, but you know, I can't do as much as I thought. I don't know what I thought when I got locks, but I just started missing my loose natural hair, because then I started to see on my Pinterest board girls with their loose natural hair out, and then I started to think back to when my hair was loose and how I took it for granted, how I did not take care of it properly, how, you know, I think for me it may be like genetics, but like I can cut my hair and I feel like it doesn't grow fast, but it does, based on like what people tell me. And like, you know, I don't know, I just never had an issue with breakage, so to speak, or my hair not growing. Now I have had issues with retaining the length. I feel like even when I was relaxed, my hair only reached a certain length, which was like probably like here, and it like stopped. The same thing with my natural hair, probably got a bit lower than that, but I feel like once I reached a certain length, it just would not grow. And that's because I just never clipped my ends, or I just botched them at home. So anyway, I started to miss my loose natural hair. And of course, once you start seeing pictures of things that you don't have, you start to become a little discontent, maybe a little bit start thinking, did I make a mistake? And I don't think I made a mistake with my locks. I enjoyed my locks. I really, really, really did. They look great. I didn't think I would look good with locks. I love the way that I looked with locks. It was so fun. But it was time. It was time for me to let go of the locks. something that developed when I had locks that I had never experienced before. As a kid, like I experienced like dandruff here and there, but like not really like dryness of scalp. It was more so my hair was dry, but again, I was coloring my hair a lot, so I expected my hair to be dry. But one thing that I had never experienced before that I kind of ignored when I had locks was the scabbing. I was developing scabs on my scalp, and I would like itch them off, and like I would bleed. I thought, okay, so at first I thought these scabs are because maybe I scratched my scalp too much, and I scratched myself, and now it's developing a scab. But no, these scabs were coming unprovoked, like not by my own hands. They were just appearing on my scalp, and it's mostly like in the back, and it would be right here, okay? And I kind of pushed it off because it's like, you know, I don't touch when I have my locks. I mean, you don't touch your hair a lot. You retwist it, put it in a ponytail, wrap, like, you know, put it in a bonnet at night, and that's it. I mostly wore my locks out or in a ponytail, and it was never a high ponytail. It was low once it was long enough to go in a low bun, low ponytail. So it was kind of strange towards the end, the scab thing, but you know, I didn't really pay attention to it. I didn't do anything. I like oiled my scalp sometimes, but even when I had my locks, I wasn't really putting in a lot of work neither into my scalp. I was making my gel by myself. Like I was making flaxseed gel, which really helped. See, I feel a scab right now. It's a really small one though. But you know, I wasn't really doing much with my locks, like at all. Sometimes I would go weeks without oiling them or doing anything or wetting them. So I saw that. So then when I combed out my locks, my hair was fine. It was fine for those first couple of months. It was great. I loved having my hair out. It was a bit dull. Of course, I had dead ends because my hair had, you know, was basically, it needed to shed and it was not able to shed. So a lot of like hair came out, obviously. But I clipped my ends. My hair felt fine. It still had its thickness that I remembered having before I got my locks, and the curls were a bit looser once I took them out the locks. That I did notice. But after a while, once I did the maximum hydration method, again, I recorded that so you can go see that. Once I did that, my curls came back, and the reason why I did that was because I noticed like this dullness, this dryness, accompanied with the scabs on my scalp. And so that whole process, it did help, the maximum hydration method. But then something happened, and I don't know what happened in between when I made that video and did that and months following. So I'm gonna lay it out, and maybe what I think is happening, because okay, where should I go with this? Anyway, so from when I did that video, did the maximum hydration method, to up until like after I got married in October of 2021, something happened in between those months. So I'm gonna go down. Okay, so in that year, 2021, I took out my locks, okay? I combed out my locks. I did the maximum hydration method, felt fine. During this time, in between this time, I'm pretty sure I got COVID. I got sick with COVID, I'm pretty sure. I did my hair trial for my wedding, and so in one day, I washed and blow dried my hair twice in one sitting. I had never done that before. I feel like that would be a lot of stress for your hair after it's been like locked for a while. I don't know, but my hair seemed to be all right. I guess all right. Also, aging, stress, also things that are happening. So another thing that I noticed was my scalp itself was just like sensitive to touch. Like I'm not tender-headed at all, but like I could do nothing to my hair, put my hair in twists, and my head would feel tender. I'm like, what is going on? So weird. Anyway, that's where I was after I get married. On the honeymoon, my hair is terrible. Like, cause I washed my hair. I didn't have conditioner. I bought some conditioner to like detangle it and like wash it in the shower. I'm like, something is not right. Something is not right. My hair started to come. Strings of hair it was more than just shed hair, and just more than just me detangling my hair. It was more than that. My hair is, as fast as I would detangle it, would be as fast as it would be tangled again. It was like spider webs of just like tangles and tangles and tangles and tangles and tangles. And then the scabs kept on happening on my scalp. My scalp was still tender. It got to a point where I did not want to touch my hair because I was complaining about my wash days when my hair was healthier. After this point in time, the wash days took so long. Because I would be in a section, I would twist up that section after detangling. After I'm done detangling my whole head, I would come back to that first section and it would be tangled. And I'm like, what kind of sorcery is happening here? Who has cast a spell on me to allow this to be happening to my head? I'm not understanding what's going on. This has never happened to me before. So I kept my hair in for a really long time. I was just kind of embarrassed. And then finally I cut my hair again, like short. I'm like, okay, so maybe my hair wasn't as healthy as I thought it was after I took out the locks. So maybe let me just get rid of all of this dead hair and maybe that'll help. And temporarily it did actually help, you know, with the manageability of it. But my hair grew and I was still experiencing the same thing. And I said, it's me. It's something internally happening. Anyway, it got to a point where I was like, I need to see a dermatologist because now my scalp is bugging. Now my scalp is bugging. And they diagnosed me with, I don't know how to say it, but SB, seborrheic, whatever, dermatitis. Got diagnosed with that. And they gave me like this ointment, this liquid to put in my scalp. I think it was every day or something, and they recommended that I use something like Head and Shoulders or Nizoral. I started using that too, something with zinc in it or whatever, blah blah blah. I'm like, I cannot wash my hair. I'm not washing my hair every day, and every week seems a bit much. And I tried it for a bit and my hair was even drier, and I'm like, bro, I can't. I could. So I didn't commit to doing that. Again, going back to, I want the results without the work. I did not want to do that because it felt like my hair was worse when I was washing it with that, because it was causing more dryness on top of the dryness that I was experiencing. So it was like, it didn't make any sense to me. Why am I doing this? And I stopped using that ointment, whatever thing that they gave me. I forgot what it's called, because I didn't like it. And it stunk. It was weird. I was like, no. I just want my hair back. And I can't tell you the amount of tears I've cried over my hair over the past 3 years. Yeah, over the past 4 years. Because it's about to be 2025. Anyway, after that diagnosis, I moved to a new apartment. Something else maybe I experienced before but never really affected me. The new place I moved to, which is here, has hard water. And so I came here, my hair got worse, and I did not think it could get any worse than it already was, but it got worse. It got worse, okay? It got worse to the point where I bought filters for the shower. And you know, in apartments, there is really no water filter that removes hard water. You need a soft watering system in order for that to happen. You could get a filter to help filter out like chlorine and some of those things, but the harsh minerals and stuff, you need, the whole building has to have a soft watering system. And I was so sad and disappointed to learn this, because it felt like there's nothing else that I could do, that the filters were really a waste. But they still did kind of help, because still, like, I mean, hard water affects your skin, and it did start affecting my skin too. So it got to the point where me and my husband, because he's also natural and I do his hair, we're buying bottles on bottles on bottles on bottles of distilled water to wash our hair in the sink. And if I thought my wash days took long with the dryness or whatever, and when my hair was at its healthiest, now it was taking longer. Because now I need help. Now I need to figure out how to get the gallon in the sink on my head where I'm submerged, and I have to use multiple gallons because my hair takes a... Oh my God. Just thinking about it is stressing me out. But looking at my hair right now, God is good. You can't tell me God is faithful. Anyway, we're going to get to today. Yeah, for a time I just had to do that. And so I was just wearing twists. twist my hair up for like 4 weeks and then take them out. But taking them out again, those tangles, those spider web tangles, it was just something unheard of. And it did not matter what I put in my hair. It felt like as soon as I put it in my hair and it gave some, some moisture, it was getting really juicy. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. The only thing, there have been two brands in particular that have actually, I feel like, penetrated the shafts of my hair and helped with the moisture. One of them being Curlsmith, and I came across Curlsmith by mistake. I had never heard of the brand before. I frequent Marshalls a lot. Love me a Marshalls, TJ Maxxum. I used to work at Marshalls in my teenage years. So love me some Marshalls, you know what I'm saying? Discounted, great stuff. So I was in a Marshalls and I saw the Curlsmith oil. Was it the oil and cream conditioner, something like that? At the same time, I've always used TGIN. Thank God it's natural. Like their hair mask and their co-wash in particular is just great. So I was already using the TGIN co-wash, which was giving me moisture, but like again, the hard water was drying it out. Hormonal changes, stress, I don't know. Once I used the TGIN, I think co-wash and the Curlsmith oil and cream conditioner thing, oh my goodness. For the first time, I think this was last summer, I felt like there was a light at the end of the tunnel. I felt like, wow, I have found the products that are going to work for my hair, that it's going to bring it back to life. I was so excited that I actually emailed Curlsmith and said, who did I email? Curlsmith or TGIN? It was Curlsmith. I reached out to Curlsmith. I emailed them. I said, I just tried your products for the first time and I've been struggling for so long and they really, really work for my hair. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I have never done that before. And they actually reached back out and they said that they were so grateful that the products worked, and that was it. Oh, Curlsmith is expensive. So unless I'm getting it at Marshalls or TJ Maxx, I at this point in my life, I mean, I guess I could justify buying conditioner for $29, but it's not just the conditioner. I need to buy the shampoo, the deep conditioner. Their stylers are great too. So that's gonna run me like $150. What? So for me, I like to do things in completion, and like I want to use all the products in order the way that they're supposed to be used so that I can get all of the benefits of these products. So I'm like, I can't really justify buying the whole line. So if I can just buy this oil and cream, cool. But in order for me to get them, I would have to go back to Marshalls. And sometimes if you shop at Marshalls or TJ Maxx, sometimes they have things, sometimes they don't. And once you see the thing that you want, you need to grab it. Grab it as soon as possible, or it's going to be gone. So that's what I was on. If I ever saw it, I'm getting 2 of them. Sorry, whoever else, I'm getting both of them. Kind of like stock up a little bit. I actually just ran out and I need to get them more. But you need to go to multiple Marshalls, multiple TJ Maxx. Goodness gracious. But I was willing to do that. The TGIN, I still do use, and it still does help, but I've mainly been using Curlsmith. But TGIN too, love to death. Love to death. We still have one issue. I was still experiencing the dryness. I would use like medicated shampoos on my scalp, but the issue that it was causing dryness on the shaft of my hair. We want complete. So finally, I was like, all right, I have another issue. I need to clip my ends, whatever. So recently in November, I finally got my hair silk pressed. And the last time I got my hair silk pressed was 2017 when I dyed it blonde before I locked my hair. Now this silk press wasn't really silk pressing. It was kind of like very fluffy. Like I got a compliment like days after my silk press. Oh my goodness, I love your blowout. It's not supposed to be a blowout. It's a silk press, ma'am. I was like, wow. I mean, okay. So clip my ends, great. Not great because the stylist didn't get all of the ends, because the damage got so bad that like I have split ends like on the shaft. Like I can look at my hair right now and still see some split ends. But I'm not trying to be extreme, because I do things in extreme. Because me, I was about to, I'm cut it all over again. But no, I'm gonna cut it slowly. So I still have some split ends on my shaft. I was nervous about my hair not reverting back, but usually my hair always reverts back in the past. I feel like generally my hair is strong, but these past 4 years have been very, 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 very different. Aging, hormones, it's a different type of beast, because it's like also the mistakes that I was making before. Like, I could eat crazy. I mean, I've always been a chunky girl, but like I could eat crazy in my early 20s and it not really affect my hair OD. I could like not sleep well and be okay. Now at 31, can't do that. Can't do that. I've gone too long with an iron deficiency. That's another thing. I was severely, not severely, but I had to start taking iron supplements because I was iron deficient. And I think also maybe, I mean, does that play a part in your hair? I don't know. Another thing that with natural hair, it's like it could be multiple things affecting your hair. There could be multiple solutions. Everyone thinks they have a solution. And it's like, I just want my hair to be long, thick, and healthy. I don't want to have to research and do all of that. Please, if I could hire someone to just do that for me, but also I don't want to hire someone to do that because I know my hair best, because I've been with my hair all my life. And so when a stylist is trying to tell me your hair is this, that, and this, try this with it, whatever, blah, 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 I'm like, no, my hair don't act like that. You just met my hair today. That's another, you know, I'm all for, I love when like stylists, cosmetologists, you know, give advice, give helpful tips, whatever. But I know how my hair acts. I know what's normal and not normal. You're not about to see me for one time and tell me what's going to work and not going to work for my hair. Sorry. But I'll take some things and leave others. Like when I got my silk press, she was really pushing Sacred hair products, and I'm like, is Beyonce paying you? Because no. Why would I use her products? I mean, I've never used her product. I mean, she used them on my hair and great. Another thing, she was ripping through my hair. I told her my hair gets to take. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that alone. Anyway, another story for another day. So fast forward to today. This is why I'm so excited about my hair today, because I have not seen my hair like this defined, this moisturized in a long time. And I obviously the trim helps, even though I still need it to be trimmed a bit further. So I used Curlsmith this time on my hair, and I used their 3-in-1 conditioner, their strength line, and I used it with, okay, new things that I use. I use Bantu oil and Amla oil. I took it from the powder and made my own oil. I made it wrong. I let the Bantu oil actually be in my hair for like 2 days, longer than I wanted it to be. And then I used the Amla oil like the day I was washing my hair, and I put in that conditioner as like a pre-poo or in like a deep conditioner, left that in for like half an hour. Washed my hair with Selsun Blue. Wow, I never thought that I would ever be using Selsun Blue, but the Selsun Blue, I think it did work on my scalp because it's not itchy. There's still some scabbing, but it left my hair not feeling too dry. Great. And I went back in with that same conditioner. I put it in as a leave-in conditioner, and I used the Curlsmith oil and cream, oil and cream like styler, and this is what it gave. We're getting close and personal. Oh my god, oh my god. But this is what it's giving. This is what it's giving, and I love it. Anyway, I'm saying this all to say, do you ever feel like, you know, you want the results of of like maintaining your hair, but without the work of it? Like I just finally want to have just long, healthy, natural hair, and I don't want to do any of the work. But am I gonna do the work? I have no choice. I have to, but I'm tired. I am tired. There have been moments where I've wanted to relax my hair, but I'm like, I ain't no punk. But am I gonna do the work? Yes. Am I gonna complain about it a little bit along the way? Yes. Is that Christ-like? No. So maybe I should stop. But how long have you been natural? What are your hair goals? My hair goal, I just want to get past the length that I've seen when my hair was relaxed and seen at like my longest. So like mid-back would be great. Mid-back would be great. But ultimately, I really do just want healthy hair. Like, I don't want to have to, you know, cut my ends so often as I have in the past couple of years. And I know part of it is me, manipulation, just not being gentle with my hair. And I am on a new something, I'm going to, in order to fix the scalp issues, I'm going to have to wash my hair at least once a week to get rid of the itchy scalp and treat the dermatitis. And I am praying to Lord Jesus that my hair just continues to do this. I'm gonna try to do all the other things, you know, make sure I'm eating well, exercising, drinking water. I'm not drinking enough water for sure. And not living in a place with hard water. But that's the end of this video. I just wanted to share that, some frustrations, some joys of natural hair, but I'm still not gonna go back to relax though. I love being natural. I love, can't tell me, come on, black woman. I feel like we all look the most beautiful with our natural hair. If I'm being honest, I love seeing women in natural hair with locks, whatever it is. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.